Be warned, today's meal prep is super easy, but trust me, you'll want to keep this one close. It's the kind of simple recipe that's about to become your new bestie in the kitchen. So let's get started. Bestie! Jumping right into our main star, chicken. We've got 1.5 pounds, but the best part, doubling up this recipe is easy peasy and well worth it. Got a bigger crock pot? We'll just fill it up. And I'm gonna show you next week what we can do with this chicken also. We're starting with a can of fire roasted rotel, green chilies, and these yummy staple spices. Chili powder, ground cumin, garlic powder, paprika, oregano, salt, onion powder, and pepper. Just toss them all in, give it a good stir, no need for the broth. I know this is easy, but if you want to make it even easier, just use a packet of taco seasoning. I'm not going to judge you, but if I were you, make a big batch of these spices and use it for all your taco seasoning needs from here on out. Delish! And hey, for an extra kick, throw in a jalapeno or some spicy rotel, some cayenne red pepper flakes, just for that boosted kick or spice. So turn your crock pot on. If your chicken's not frozen like mine, it'll be ready in just 2 hours on high and 4 hours on low. At least that's how long mine took. And if they're frozen, you'll need extra time. Next up, we're making the perfect salsa, and this one has a little surprise twist coming up. Start with dicing up a jalapeno. I'm using a whole one, but you choose your spice adventure. Go as wild or mild as you'd like. Next up, the red onion. Yeah, why do they call it a red onion when it's purple? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I don't know. And just like the last salsa, I'm dicing these two up nice and fine, not chunky. My preference. Next, you can use a bell pepper or a sweet pepper for a splash of color and flavor. It was a tough year in my garden, but I grew this one. Then lime zest. That zest going into our bowl and the juice from that same lime that will give that tangy zing. We had another can of rotel, drained this time. And here's the twist, some sweet pineapple tidbits. Pineapples aren't in season right now. When I went to the store, the pineapples were all just green. None of them are ready. You can chop them or leave them whole. Your kitchen, your rules. Finish off with fresh cilantro, rough cut, you don't need a lot, about 1/4 cup. It smells so nice and so fresh. And a sprinkle of salt, you're gonna stir it up and set it aside. Here's that cooking show magic. I made one earlier. Our chicken is perfectly done. Have you guys ever seen this trick before? Let's shred it with our hand mixer. I learned the hard way you should cover it with cling wrap to keep it tidy and not be a mess. Look at that, it works perfect. Watch as the mixer effortlessly transforms our chunks of chicken into tender, juicy strands. And that's pretty much it. I told you this recipe is super simple. Now the fun part, let's put it all together and eat. It's all prepped, it's all ready. It's good to go. We're gonna layer it. Our first layer is gonna be 1/2 cup of chicken, then 1/2 cup of our protein pasta on top, and then 1/2 cup to a full scoop of our salsa. Then we're gonna top it off with chopped romaine and our baby spinach. This combo is so good and juicy and flavorful, you don't even think about the dressing. This is already amazing, but if you want to step it up a bit, add some cojita cheese and tortilla chip shreds. Just saying. Yum, yum, yum. I love that this salad is fresh, tons of flavor. You don't even need dressing because of the juiciness of the chicken. That salsa brings a lightness, a spicy, a little bit of sweet with the pineapple, and it coats everything. You could add cheese or tortilla chips if you wanted to. If you wanted dressing, you could, but in my opinion, it's great just the way it is with the juicy chicken and that delicious salsa. All right, so you may be thinking, like, we made a whole 1.5 pounds of chicken and we did not use it all in our meal prep. That's because the remaining we're going to use next week. I'm gonna show you how to make a breakfast meal prep, and it's gonna use the rest of this chicken. So with this one crock pot meal, you can make your 5 lunch meal preps and you can make your breakfast meal preps. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen where we turn simple ingredients into a masterpiece. Like, subscribe, share. Full recipe is at AuntieAliciaKitchen.com.